Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to make paratha. Before I get into that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about its history. Paratha is a flatbread originating from the Indian subcontinent, and the word is derived from Sanskrit parat, which means layers, and atta, which means wheat flour. The earliest known paratha dates back to 1000 to 1526 AD, so it is very old. It's believed that the paratha originates from Peshawar, which is now located in Pakistan. Paratha is a very special dish that is typically enjoyed by families because it's not only very big and it's also quite special. It takes a lot of hard work to make, but in the end, it's worth it. So now that we got a little bit of that history out of the way, let's get right into making it. Alright, so for the paratha, we're going to need about 3 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of salt, and 2.5 cups of water. So to start making this, we're just gonna spread our flour across the dish. And we're gonna make a well in the middle. In this well, you're gonna pour your salt. The salt is just to add taste, so it's not too plain. And then with our water, you're gonna add and mix. You're gonna add about a half cup of water. And so keep adding water. And now you just mix it in with the dry. So you're starting to combine the flour with the water flour, so to say. So now it's not absorbing, so we're going to add a little more water. And there is no set amount of water. You just continue adding water until you sense that the flour is clumped together successfully. So we're going to add a little more water. Okay, so now that you can see the dough is combined and it is wet, we're going to leave the dough for about 2 to 3 minutes to let the gluten activate. And we're going to start kneading the dough, like actually kneading it, after the gluten is activated. So I'll get back to you in about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now that it's been 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of oil on this. And it's just going to be a tiny bit, just to coat it. So it's going to be about, 1, 2, 3, just a little bit of oil. And now with your hand, you're just going to dip a little bit in, and you're going to sprinkle some water. Don't think I got, so I'm just going to take a little bit of water, and now you're just going to start kneading it, like with your knuckles. And when it goes over, you just flip it like this. It's sticky. And you do that. So, it takes a bit of effort, but the end result is going to be amazing. So now that we see that the oil and the water has been absorbed by the dough, we're going to take a little more water and we're going to sprinkle that on top, and then you continue kneading. Alright, so our dough is looking pretty good, so we're gonna now let this kneaded dough rest for about 30 minutes, and when we get back, we're gonna make this into a paratha. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes and the dough seems well rested, so let's check. So let's just check to see. Wow, look at that. It's nice and squishy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a big chunk, because I like my parathas big. But first, you see how it's stuck to my hands? What you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of the flour and you're just going to coat your fingers in it so it doesn't stick to your fingers. You see? And what you're going to do is you're going to grab a big chunk. And you're just going to tear it off. And then you're going to take your dough and you're going to start coating it. And that seems more than enough. So now we bring it over here, and what I forgot to do is, you know your oil? You're just going to sprinkle a little bit of it on your stovetop. So now we're just going to do that, and we're going to start pressing it. We're going to start spreading it. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. Now we're going to take our rolling pin and we're just going to gently start rolling it. And now that it's stretched, we're going to take some of this butter and we're just going to spread it over top our thing. I just realized we might need a little more. Need a lot of butter for this. So I'm just going to spread it. So I'm going to need a little more room, so I'm just going to push these to the side. And this is the most important part. We're going to start folding it. This is what gives the paratha its layers. Okay, so now we're just going to take the paratha and we're going to do it like this. Now you're just going to start rolling it. Oh, it's disassembled itself. That's fine. See, this is the good thing about rolling. It allows it to stick together. Okay, so you're just going to very So now we're going to start rolling it up. So you're going to take one end, you're just going to tuck it in, and you're going to start rolling it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your end, you're going to lift it up, and you're going to tuck it inside, like this. And you're just going to And there you go. That's your paratha. And now, just go like that. And so now that you've pressed your paratha down, you're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. So in the meantime that we're gonna wait, I'm gonna prep my stove. So we have our flat pan right here, very big for our paratha. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna start the flame on medium-high. So now we're just gonna flatten this paratha, and so we're gonna gently start rolling it out. And so our paratha is now finished. So you can just put your hand above it and it's going to be really hot. So this feels to be about the right heat. So now I'm going to put my paratha on there. So here's how we're going to pick up our paratha. You're going to start by flip-flopping it between both your hands. Once you have it, you're going to hold it like this. And you're just going to flop it down like that. And it's not that the paratha's not hot, so you can still have time to spread it if you mess it up. And there you go. So now you can see it's starting to discolor. It's going from this white color to this yellowish color. So now we're just going to flip it. Trying to get it from the solid side, and look at that, beautiful. So now I'm going to quickly go over, get my hand, otherwise known as butter. We're going to just surround the side with butter. That seems to be more than enough. Okay, now you're just going to stir it around so the butter gets coated everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to flip it now. And look at that, beautiful browning. Now I'm just going to press it so that and so now we're going to flip it. Oh wow, look at this beautiful color. And so now it's cooked, and you're just going to turn the flame off. And you can see the nice layering, look at those. So now, I'm just going to set it on your plate. So now we'll open it up, and now you can see my Lacha Paratha. Look at this, look at these layers. That is my paratha. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.